Hey, Besiegers, how you doing? Okay, it's Unity 5. How you getting on with it? Good, I hope. I decided that today I would try and push things straight away from the get-go to see what this thing is capable of and have a bit of an adventurous time at the same time. Now, as you can see, I have built a railway, which I love, in mid-air. That's because every single one of those hinge blocks has pegged with the new little green pins. So this thing runs at 3,000 blocks, yeah? And yet I can run it at about 20 to 25 frames per second at about 30 or 40% of the speed. I've got to run it lower than that just now because I'm filming it, and that takes about 20 or 30% of my processor. But as you can see, it's running really smooth. But that's not what we're going to go. We're going to go even bigger than that later on. But first of all, this thing has a strange characteristic in that when you sink a pinned block into part of the surroundings, it doesn't explode. Whereas it used to be they would just explode and reject each other. This time it just sits there and waits. So that's quite good. It's probably going to have some uses here and there. For instance, at this one at the crossing here, the train approaches and then that shuts and the train can't get through. It hits, the buffers hit and it blows up. Notice the gondola in the back as well. Okay, so this is the biggest one I have ever made, and I'm not sure if anybody else has made anyone as big as this so far. It's 6,700 blocks. I'll just let that sink in for a second. And when you factor out the filming, I can run this at about 10% and get about 15 to 20 frames per second, which is pretty remarkable. I only did it just to see how far we could push this thing. I've got no interest in building machines that are this size, but it is pretty gigantic, as you can see. It's huge. It's a perfect octagon, and it goes all the way around the sandbox. Okay, so I thought I would try out these cannons as well with the rapid fire. We've already had that in the form of mods, but I thought it would be good fun to try and mount it onto one of these trolleys and then see how easy or hard it is to hit a moving target as you go by. Like my driving and my flying, my shooting ain't all that good, so nice shooting text as he goes screaming past there and still can't hit a darn thing. I eventually get it. Here we go. First thing I do is upset it, and then I just pop one on it. But once you've got your range, once you know what it's like, it's a piece of cake. So I'll upload this one so you can have it. This week, the guys at the Guys You Despise did me a nice new end slate. Do you like it? Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful, man. It's gorgeous. So you'll be seeing this every week for any other videos that I'm trying to punt out the way. So big thanks to the Guys You Despise for doing this for me. See you next week. Bye.